Right, hello. You're joining me in the conservatory. It is basically mid-November, very mild, but a bit of a drizzly damp day outside. So we thought we'd look at the caladiums and how I'm going to overwinter them. So we've had them in, getting used to lower light and cooler temperatures. I've kept them really dry, and most of them are start to die back and go dormant. Well, I say most of them because some of them are still looking quite good, but I think the time's come now to cut back the foliage, pull out the tubers, and dry store them. So I've kept the tubers that I bought in spring. I've kept the box and the packaging, so each one is already labelled up. So we've got red flash there. I have labelled them so I know which one's which. So this is the packaging they came in, sort of a paper bag with some sawdust. So I will top up the sawdust. So basically I've already done it on these ones. These are the ones I bought from Morrison's a couple of months ago, and they started to let them dry out, and I've cut them right back now, even though one seems to want to grow again. They've been kept cooler, so they should be going dormant. So what I'm going to do is, so this is the first stage, let them sort of dry out, start to die off, cut back the foliage, and then we can obviously take that rhizome out of the pot, clean off all the soil or pot and mix, and give it a good chance to dry out for a week if there is any moisture left in it. So you want a nice clean dry tuber, and then we'll simply pop them in the bag and pop them in a box and keep them somewhere fairly warm. To be fair, you know, room temperature is fine, you don't want them too cold, so I'm gonna just put them in the a cupboard. They'll be kept around 20 degrees, and I'll just check on them once a month. Very similar to colocasia really. Yeah, I check them once a month, make sure there's no rot or mould growing on them, and then maybe around March time we'll pot them up and get them started again. So yeah, I think I did get these fairly late spring. They're doing online, so I think they're 25% off or something, or might even been 50% off. So yeah, I got 5, but one of them never came up, it just rotted off, but the rest of them all came up. Nothing huge leaf wise, but you know, they are very pretty nonetheless. It's a good alternative to colocaceas. They make good houseplants, caladiums, just for the fact that obviously the brightness of them, and they seem to prefer lower light levels. They still want good light. If you've got them outside, you want them sort of a part shade at least. But yeah, I mean, some of these are kept outside. You've probably seen them over the summer tours in the garden. But so I just had to shut the window because the wife's in the kitchen making a noise. Yeah, so most of these have been outside, apart from the ones I got later on in the year from Morrison's. It's the first time I've seen caladiums in Morrison's, but they were £5 and they were decent size. This particular one, obviously, I got no actual names on, just indoor caladium. But this one particularly is really nice. It had really decent sized leaves, nearly a foot, and just a pure red leaf. That's really quite nice. But anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Dry them out, bag them with the sawdust that's in there. May top up the sawdust again, make sure it's nice and dry, but still a little bit of airflow. Obviously these bags do have holes in the sides to let the, so the air doesn't stagnate. Yeah, so that is that, and then we'll see in the spring we can get them started off again. Hopefully they'll pull through okay, and maybe I'll get some bigger plants next year. I'll start them off, like I say, it was late May when I started these off, so if I can start them off a bit earlier, hopefully we'll get bigger plants for the summer. Right, on a side note, I've got another paper bag here. I'm going to get a load of sawdust in that, and I'll be putting my colocaceas that I done last week in there once they've dried out fully and we've got them cleaned up. So again, I'll probably keep the colocaceas and caladium bulbs together in a cupboard, so I can just check on them fairly regularly. So we'll leave it there. That is how I overwinter caladiums, and I suppose most people do the same thing. Seems to work. Right, thanks for watching.